Essentially, this guy's gonna go here, and that one's gonna go like that. Welcome back to the Lost Cause Ranch. Today we finally get some lumber for the shop, and things are starting to look up. So the bottom plates for our post bracket are cut out now. We can get rocking and rolling. Fuzz these guys together. We got a few different styles. These are the side brackets. This one has 2 posts on 1 pier. We gotta finish cleaning these guys up. That doesn't take a whole lot, as these were cut out on a high def plasma. So 1/4 inch comes out pretty clean. Here's my high-tech blueprints too. Bet you never seen anything that professional. So here's my little makeshift setup. Got this for our square. The speed square won't fit in between if I'm squaring up the inside. So got this little 80-20 connector piece. And then I don't have a 6x6 sitting here, so I zipped a couple 2x6s together, and we'll use that to make sure our spacing is correct. So essentially, this guy's gonna go here, and that one's gonna go like that, and that's gonna be our bracket. Alright, so that's the last of the regular ones. So we got quite the collection started here. Now we just got to finish up our corners and the 2 oddballs. Alright, so got all of these welded up, and they are looking good. Looking like they'll hold the building up, I think. The Eco, once again, putting in all the heavy lifting. We ran over to Ted's and grabbed the pallet forks. We'll have some trusses showing up, and they are 30 feet long and constructed of 2x6s. And I don't feel like lifting those off the trailer, so forks it is on the Bob Kitty. But speaking of the Eco doing work, this guy in the LR4, that one right there, are my 2 main workhorses, daily drivers in the Land Rover fleet. I'm considering putting the Eco on the market. Got my eyes on a Land Rover that has a little more hauling capacity, so you may be seeing one of 28 Eco Challenge XD D1s on the market. Then again, you may not. Haven't made up my mind yet. What do you guys think down below? Should I keep it around? Does one of you want it more than me? Who knows? All right, got our brackets all done. And of course, no rain in the forecast. And what did it do? Rained. Seems to be theme lately. But either way, got the string line ran. I just need to lay out where they need to end up in reference to that corner there. So we're out here doing a little drilling, but got all the brackets just kind of sitting out where they're going. We're missing that one because I messed up and I have to drill a hole in a different spot on the bracket. We'd be a little further along, but it rained again. Imagine that. After we're done drilling all these guys in, we will epoxy some all thread in. And that'll be our anchors. Get all these bolted down, then erect some wood. it. Got made there.
So what are these foam guys?
So we have one load of wood. Normally with Ted the Power Wagon and the trailer, we're going to get another rover on this trailer, but instead we got a load of wood so we can cover some rovers. I got small hands, but these are quite large. We got about a third of the 2x4s that we need, but didn't want to have too many laying around until we started having some of this go in the air. Here's the main frame of the building. This is the grade board. So that's the stuff that's going to go up first. And we got some of the girts. And the trusses are sitting out there. We'll grab those. We need to have the little brother though with the gooseneck, because this guy's not quite long enough. But while we were out there, also grabbed another level. The bulk of our color match screws for all the steel. It would be hard to believe, but there is like $900 worth of screws right there. Ouch. We also got one of those. I just feel like that should fit in something bigger than a milk crate if it's going to be near $1,000. But before we get to that, we need to chop up our all thread, and we have a box full of DeWalt Pier 50 Plus. That's going to be our epoxy for the anchors. So we got our little install box ready to go. I don't know if it's going to translate through camera, but it is pretty neat looking out here. We have like a golden glow over everything. Oh, we still got a little light. I'm just setting some of the brackets in place. I have to wait until tomorrow for the epoxy to be fully cured, so we can torque them down correctly. All right, it is the next morning, and we are gonna be able to torque these guys down now. They're gonna be able to help tip pulls up. What do you think? Find some OSHA approved fashion. Had to make up somewhat of a unique bracket for this corner because the overhead door is right there. So those two posts are very close together. They just have a few inches in between them per the drawing. This DeWalt stuff worked out pretty well, I think. Had about a 20-minute work time. So for a noob like myself, it wasn't too pressing to get everything in there and in place. 3 tubes of that stuff got her all done. According to the sheet, maximum torque is 60 foot-pounds. We got the supervisor back on site. She's not too happy about the string line though. Keeps tripping over it. We're up on the upper deck, but we threw one of the posts up. It is quite tall, isn't it, Sasha? Is that a good place to sit, I guess? I guess when you say 16 feet, you just don't quite imagine 16 feet. I think our trusty Libman bottle brush can finally be retired. Did a lot of critical work today. Got our holes clean. So that is one slightly lifted, bigger tire, roof tent, LR4, 4-scale. You see, it's tall. The pole is tall. This is tall. That's taller. So from here on out now, we're gonna start seeing some progress, and it will be big visually. And now we're really getting scale. Before, a couple videos ago, I was kind of disappointed in size, but now we at least have height. This might be a little better perspective. Right about here, we are even with the top of the tent on the LR4, and it is massive. Granted, interior height is going to be about 2 feet less overall. Look at that, I smashed my thumb. But 2 feet less overall when we factor in concrete and then the truss. But either way, we have quite a bit of airspace in this guy. And if we do, we could probably do one of them fancy 3-car stackers. Maybe in the future. I can't afford one right now. My engineered cord hanger is still functioning great. No touching. But no, we have all of the brackets torqued down where they need to be. That means tomorrow we're gonna throw some post up, but that'll be on the next video. For tonight, I'm gonna go inside and study some blueprints to make sure we put the pieces in the right spot. Don't need a building falling over. Appreciate you guys watching. If you want, subscribe. If you don't, I guess you don't have to. And as always, a like goes a long way. We will catch you guys on the next one. So we have like 5 different lengths of 2x4s here. That was an annoying bird. See, we have like, really? See, we have like 5 different lengths of 2x4s here, and about 3 million of them to put on the building. So I just want to make sure I put them in the right spots. Is it quitting time, Sasha? I think that's a yes.